Welcome back, everyone, to the next session. I almost called it Loan Sharks. We've been saying sharks so frequently. Shark Tank, Shark Pool, Shark Town, the sharkiest, the absolute most sharkant group that you've ever done seen. Anyway, let's all go say hello to them. Hello.
Up.
Alrighty. Last scene was Xander walking away with Lyle as he was getting a little touchy and asking about your pendant. Roxanne and Radai, you guys were kind of just walking around. Moira, you were looking at the jewelry that Lyle had pointed out.
Yeah. I think I was looking for that girl's jewelry.
Alrighty. You were given a fairly vague description of what it is on the receipt, but you see a few pieces that might probably be them. Not dead on, but there's definitely something that looks real close to it. You also see, besides, other ones, one ring that is very clearly a wedding ring.
A wedding ring?
Yeah, it stands out from the others.
I'm going to look at both of them. Is anybody in front of me?
No, there's not really a line or anything. You're effectively by yourself. Dwight is behind the glass counter, and Lyle has walked off with Xander. Radaya and Roxanne, you guys are just currently roaming, and Moira, you were in the, I almost said furniture section. Where's my brain right now? Small furniture you put in your body, otherwise known as jewelry.
Weird. I'll ask to look at those two.
Sure, you flag down Dwight.
Yeah.
All right, he gives you a quick nod, shuffles pretty quickly, actually, around the counter, comes up to you, and he just raises his eyebrows and points at the ones that you're mentioning.
Yeah, I say, can I look at those a little closer?
But of course. May I ask why you're interested? What draws you to them?
I have a pretty good sense for things. And I'm a little bit clairvoyant. And I think that these could have really interesting stories.
He holds up a finger and is nodding along at that, like, oh, very interesting. Sure. Well, and he, which one do you want to look at first?
The necklace.
Sure.
Is it a necklace?
There was a necklace, there were some earrings, there's the ring I mentioned, and then there's some other just various pieces of jewelry in there. But the necklace in particular, that you did mention last time, it goes for quite a bit, and big box, more than twice the price. He pulls a key off of a key ring that he has, and he sticks it in, twists it, pops it open, and he holds the necklace up, not like against you, Moira, but like, neckish level, kind of looking at, peering down and going, ooh, this does look quite nice.
I ask if I can hold it.
But of course.
Can I actually try to see if I can sense anything from it?
What are you trying to sense precisely?
Like, sense memories. Like, disturbing imagery type stuff.
Interesting. Okay, sure.
I want to see if I can use my divination to look back in time.
I'd say go ahead and roll me investigate.
All right. Just a regular investigate?
Yeah. With this one in particular, there won't be any disturbing imagery attached to it.
Okay. Well, first roll of the session. Great.
Oh, no tags?
Oh, sorry. I did it again. But I did actually, can I still use them?
Of course, yeah. You can always roll no tags, but what you have tags for rolling. So
I don't know why I did that again.
It's okay.
So I would definitely like to use gut feeling.
Yeah.
Definitely, maybe self-fulfilling prophecy, because something about it told me I should look into it.
I think those two make sense. So, I guess contrary to what I'm about to say, go ahead and unselect those because I can just manually add it. And shaboop. I get 2 clues. You now have 2 clues. What would you like to know?
I would like to know what kind of a sense would I get from it? Like, would it just be feelings or would it be images? Because I think that would change my answer.
So you got a full success. You got a 10. And since you got 2 questions, I'll say you have either, and I'll let you know how extensive they are.
I guess I'd like to see what she was doing when she was getting rid of pawning these things. Or like maybe what she was feeling when she was.
Sure. Do you put it on or do you just like hold it up to the light to have a look at it?
I hold it up to the light and kind of run my fingers over it really carefully.
Okay. And he's watching, just kind of transfixed, like, oh yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it so much. And for a moment, you see a flash and you feel someone's heart is racing. They have to get rid of this and they have to do it now. We rewind, and she pushes through the front door. Looking around rather quickly, there are figures that are looking at her as if they were expecting her to arrive. And they quickly assist her. And the whole time, you feel this sense of, I don't want to let this go, but I have to let this go. It's the only way. For whatever reason, this feeling is above all others. And with that,
she has to get away.
She has got to get away. And with that, she relinquishes the necklace. And you feel that the transaction's complete. And you have one more question.
So she was afraid.
Definitely.
Can I use my second question on a different item? Or would it only be the one?
Different item is fine as long as it's in the same area.
The same area, like
jewelry.
The room?
Yeah, jewelry, as long as it's here.
Yeah, I'd like to see the ring. See if I can get something from that.
Sure, the wedding ring?
Yeah.
Excellent. This one is less a vision and more so a conversation. And it's aggressive. You hear two voices kind of bouncing back and forth of, we had the money. Why don't we have it now? Well, I don't know. Spending's been all over the place. Well, what happened to it? I don't know. So you're keeping track of it, though. Well, sometimes money just doesn't disappear. It doesn't just disappear. You keep track of it. We have it. Where are the logbooks? Where's? And then just this fight just keeps going and going. And one voice, the more masculine voice, is clearly trying to divert the questions of the more feminine voice. And she's getting angry. Like, how do you not keep track of our money? This is your business. This is literally our lives. What are you doing? And with just shame, it's not lack of knowledge. You know that the male voice knows why.
The masculine voice isn't saying what it is.
Correct. He doesn't want to say why, but the feeling that's exuding from it is he knows why, but he won't tell his partner. And exasperated, they break up. And he moves on, and you hear the din of the city, and then another familiar ding, 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 as the figure walks on through, and you hear the cheerful voice of Lyle and Dwight greet a Mr. Saddle. And with that,
this is the wedding ring thing?
This is the wedding ring.
So the masculine voice was Sam Saddle?
Looking down at the ring now, you see the name Linda, which was indeed the name of his wife. It was inscribed on the inside of the ring.
Why do we not know anything about her? I can't believe I didn't even think about that. Anyway. All right, so her name is...
Linda Saddle.
Linda Saddle.
And with that, the last thing you feel is relief, but it's only temporary relief. Almost as if he's trying to prevent a boat from sinking with a bucket.
Oh, no. Do we know if the wedding ring... Wait, so does it say that... Did it belong to Linda or belong to Sam?
It was Linda's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to sit in that for a little bit.
Okay. And while you're kind of considering this, Dwight's definitely watching, and Roxanne and Radiah, you can see Dwight watching Moira as Xander's distracting Lyle, and Dwight's definitely very interested. You don't take too long doing this to, make him suspicious at all, but he's just kind of patiently watching. These visions come to you within basically a second. And while that's all happening, Radiah, what are you doing?
What else is in this room? There's jewelry, there's swords, is there books, or alchemic tools?
Anything you could possibly imagine. The second you think, there's no way they have that, you bet your ass they have it. It's right around the corner. You almost damn bumped into it.
Okay, so I'm perusing the stuff I just bumped into that I didn't think they had.
Excellent. And you notice it's just them. They hear maybe a light bump, nothing to, cause any damage. And Dwight kind of looks up and Lyle turns around and gives you a wave, almost as if to say, if you need assistance, feel free to call to us. But Xander said, I want to spend money on a really expensive sword. And Moira's like, give me really expensive jewelry. So clearly they're preoccupied.
Yeah. I just browse and poke at the alchemic tools and books I found.
Alrighty. It's a varying quality. Some of it is... You're actually in the trade, you're actually in the craft. A lot of it is not babies first, but they're not great, and maybe the prices don't really... the prices should reflect their lack of quality, but they don't necessarily do that. Some are nice and priced appropriately, but you can definitely tell.
Amateur-y stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll keep rummaging around, see if I can find something hidden in the back.
If you're looking for something in particular, let me know, and you can do an investigation roll, or unless you're just touching stuff and looking around.
Just touching stuff, looking around. Maybe opening a book or two, see if there's any handwritten notes, even in the newbie books.
Okay. There's definitely stuff, a lot of information. I'd say nothing pertaining necessarily to this case that you can see at least, but might be something good for the future. Who knows? And then Roxanne, what are you looking at?
Where is the most expensive item?
The most expensive item? You definitely know you'd have to ask them to see it, wherever it may be.
Roxanne, don't do that. You look like you have $2 in your bank account.
I'm not going to buy anything. All right. I don't think I want to ask. That's a little obvious, especially when it goes missing. What to my nubile eyes looks expensive?
Nubile? I'm just kidding.
Sorry, did you say looks expensive?
Yes. Something that could be easily stolen and not missed for a good 6 hours.
Very specific time frame. I'm having fun here, so I'm going to turn around on you. You tell me what you see. They basically have everything. What are you searching for? Moira and Xander got him distracted, so you got time to look around.
Are there any comic books?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Any rare one?
Would Roxanne know that?
No, but Jasper would.
Fair enough.
Actually, so would my little brother. I could text him.
Just like text him pictures of the books that are here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, little bro, which of these are super rare?
And you're doing this with the intent to yoink, I assume.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Considering Xander and Moira have them distracted, I'm not going to have you roll to take pictures and send it to your brother. You can do that. And there aren't that many. You can tell where the expensive ones are. They aren't shoved away, obviously. If there is one hidden about, that'll require a roll, of course. But the ones that are out in the open, yeah, they got some money makers here, definitely. Your brother lets you know that they're a little more expensive than they should be, but they're probably hoping to catch people off guard. Are they easy to steal, though? Yes and no. Depends on your methods.
Shadow power?
I mean, shadow power can do some pretty nasty things, so yeah. For your layman just to walk up and yoink? No. For you, shouldn't be too bad.
All right. Can I yoink right now?
I'd say right now is probably the best time, considering they are indeed distracted.
All right, I'm going to wander a little ways away so it's not obvious.
All right, and how are you planning on taking this?
Jasper, I want those.
He raises an eyebrow. When you say those, do you mean multiple or just one?
As many as you can nick.
We're trying not to get noticed, right?
All right, fine. Half of them.
How about 2?
3.
You know, there's not really a number between 2 and 3, so sure.
Shut up, you.
You're supposed to say 4. Come on, work with me here.
4.
3. My final offer. She's she's a corpse. I can hear her squeaking in the background.
Okay.
Okay. Take the risk. I need the mixed result to actually be a mixed result. And which tags are you going to be using?
My older brother. He's going to move in the shadows with hidden vantage points, obviously. I'm trying to decide if I want a negative.
Well, of the 2, definitely click plays tricks and pranks and suggestive atmosphere from either one of the brothers. Alrighty, take the risk. An 8! Alrighty. That's exactly
Things
what I
get
wanted.
messy.
More like things get sloppy.
No.
I delivered that one to you. Come on.
No.
Boo. All right.
Boo.
You're going to succeed. So you're going to grab 3 we were going for?
Yes.
Okay. We'll say as Jasper and friends slink through the shadows, checking all positions and such, they're able to move up the walls and slink behind the glass. If there was an alarm system, it's not set to go off on something like this. He very carefully moves about, but it seems as if someone touched this display somewhat recently. Maybe as if to remove a comic book or something, and they didn't put it back perfectly. It's on, but not as solid as it should be. And he's able to take 1, and then 2, but before he can grab the 3rd, something shifts, and this glass plate that's basically on the wall shifts with it. And it doesn't fall off the wall, but it hangs ever so slightly. And whatever pins or nails or whatever that are keeping it up must come loose or something, because the whole unit kind of and like pulls out of the wall and shifts forward. and the nail screeches against the drywall or brick, whatever back walling is here. And with that, he quickly takes both comic books and slinks back over to you. Where are you hiding these, Roxanne?
On my back, tucked in my pants.
Tucked in your pants?
No.
Yeah.
Clearly you've never stolen anything.
You know, like how they hide guns?
What kind of pants are you wearing?
Tight.
Are you sure that's going to work?
All right, up my shirt. Up my shirt.
Okay, I mean, do you have a bag? Right? I mean, you can say you have a bag on you. It's okay.
I do not have a bag on me. Can I hide them in Radia's bag?
What?
Are you telling Radia this?
What if you just shadow it into Radia's bag?
That's what I want to do. Yes.
Oh God.
Radia, you're now an accomplice. Unwitting.
Alrighty, in your panic, rather than bringing it back to yourself, Radia is actually in a nice midpoint. So Jasper kind of looks at you, and you just kind of, pulls up out of this display that Radia was looking at 2 seconds ago, and he just kind of carefully lifts open and then slides both comic books in while looking at you, Roxanne. Like, sorry, and then just kind of slinks back in the shadow and zooms over back behind you.
Playing pranks on Radia too now.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, she'll never know. Just don't say anything until we leave.
Okay. I want to go investigate that thing that fell out of the wall.
The thing?
Yeah, what was it? A mirror?
No, there's basically it's a glass display case that's against the wall, and whatever he bumped caused it to come loose a bit.
Oh, then I'll ignore it. Okay. Have I seen any alchemy related items?
Yes, near Radia. She's currently walking away from the lesser quality ones.
Oh, in that case. Ooh, Radia, look at all these!
What?
Oh, you saw them already. My bad. Wait.
Yeah.
There's more expensive ones over this way.
Is there? What? Goes with you.
I'll lead the way.
Alrighty, while the two of you are kind of schmoozing about and moving around, that noise definitely distracts Dwight, who is looking at you more, but over your shoulder, he's like, what the hell was that noise? And Lyle kind of looks up too, and they both look at each other. And let's just leave the fate. All right. Dwight is going to be the one to handle it. And he very quickly says to you, Moira, were either of those to your fancy?
How much are they? Do they have price tags on them?
Of course. They are definitely relatively expensive.
I mean, how expensive are we talking?
I think we said she got $1,500 for the necklace or something along those lines, so it's quite a bit more expensive than that. But I will say, it's not price jacked like some of the other items are. So if she got $1,500 for it, it's not like $10,000 or some crazy number.
Does he have any other jewelry?
Oh yeah, there's other stuff, but it's not quite as good. The prices are still kind of up there, but
I will say, unfortunately, these are not quite what I'm looking for at this time. But thank you so much for letting me take a closer look.
Somewhat sour look kind of dances across his face quickly as he.
But then yes. I say, when I see that, I'm like, but is it okay if I just keep taking a look at the stuff? And obviously, I won't make you take them out or anything, but I would like to keep looking at the rest of the jewelry.
He nods at that and just as quickly puts all the jewelry away, locks it up, puts the key down, and nods you.
So valid.
Of course. Let me know if you need any more assistance. Feel free to peruse. If you're looking for anything else, my brother will be available. Something has come to my attention, and I'll be returning momentarily. Yes.
Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time.
He smiles and he kind of zooms off to where the comic books were. And during all this,
I turn around and I look at Roxanne.
I whistle and refuse to look at you back.
Jasper is behind her, just shrugging, like, what?
Troublemakers. Am I needed anywhere, or am I just going to keep looking at the jewelry?
No one's calling for you, so you definitely can keep looking here if you wish.
Yep, I'm going to maintain cover.
Sure.
Anyway.
Lyle's rubbernecking, and then after he sees Dwight going to take care of the problem, he looks over to you, Xander, and pointing to this weapon, you want to see a really fancy katana. He doesn't need to say anything. He just motions to it, hoping you'll realize its magnificence.
See how sharp it is?
You want me to take it out? I can't really display its sharpness without breaking something or cutting something.
You don't have a paper or anything?
Oh, I guess I can grab some. Yep, right here in my pocket. All right. And please step back, sir. As he moves over and he unsheaths just a little, and he places the paper against it, just runs it along, and it just, like butter, just slides through the paper. It says, see?
How much is it?
When you asked for expensive, did you ask for really expensive or just expensive?
I want something that is combat good.
All right. Oh, you want something actually usable?
Yeah.
All right. They obviously mostly sell not necessarily replicas, but things that can be used in various ways. Do you let him know you actually want to like practically use it?
Yeah.
Oh, he nods at that and goes, "Oh, not just a collector. Well, all right then. Fortunately for you, this one is right down your alley. As long as you got the cash, my friend."
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Just outright? A card, I assume? Check?
Card.
Not bad at all, not bad at all. Well, fortunately, for you at least, we're in a pawn shop. You don't have to pay outright. You can always trade things. Do you happen to have anything on you?
No, I'm just gonna pay outright.
Smart man sees a smart item and knows to pay a smart price for it. I can definitely respect that. But firing some respect right back at you, my friend. What did you call yourself, Peter?
Yes.
Yeah, you give him some bullshit name. Mr. Peter, it'd be impossible not to notice that wonderful necklace you got there around your neck. Would you happen to be willing to maybe part ways with it? I could cut the price substantially. And I do mean substantially.
Oh, I don't need to cut the price. I have the money.
True. But, times are indeed tough, and...
Times aren't tough for me, so...
Oh, well, fortunate for
money
you.
it is.
All right, just so you know, this is insanely expensive. It's really expensive.
Now, when it's daddy's money.
Fair enough. He kind of gives you a look as if he knows how expensive it is, and he definitely pushes the subject a little more. Go ahead and roll me the same thing you rolled last time, face danger, but against what he's saying, against his words. With that, you're able to pretty thoroughly convince him and shut him down, and he goes, all right. Money speaks, and his eyes linger on the necklace for just a bit longer as he kind of moseys on over. He sees your 11. How would you want this prepared for you? Want it in a box? You want it wrapped? It's a gift for you, I assume, right? Yeah?
No, I'll just take it.
I'll take it as is. I wouldn't really recommend walking around the street with this. The cops are out in full force.
I have a jacket.
Fair enough, but this is rather large. Be a little awkward to walk around with it. You sure?
I just slap it on my back and put my coat back on.
All right, that works, I guess. Sure, why not? And with that, he checks you out real quick. He looks a little sad that he couldn't get your necklace, but you paid full price for it, so it's impossible not to see the smile on his face. And after giving you a nod, he says, "Oh, anything else I can do for you? Clearly you are a man of fine art."
No, that's about it. Thank you.
Well, all right, sure. Please, actually, and he whips out one of his business cards, and he very aggressively hands it to you. Call us, let me know if there's any in particular items that you are looking for. We don't get too many items quite that fancy coming through here, but there are definitely some nice things that a keen eye such as yourself.
Can I take his card and then light it on fire?
How so?
As in, like, I grab it, but then it suddenly catches on fire out of nowhere.
In front of him?
Yeah, I just somehow, pyro, just fire, spontaneously combusts.
You very much can. I'm going to have you roll, though.
I wanted to make it look like it's not for me, but it's just, weird accident.
Roll me sneak, yeah, because you're trying to do it stealthily. And make sure you include suggestive atmosphere in that. Alrighty, you do indeed burn the card. It singes your fingers a little. It took a little more kindling than you were expecting to set this thing up.
Well, that's weird.
And he gives you a look as if to say, like, what? And he's staring you.
Your cards are a little smoky.
He nods. He goes, yeah, weird. Not sure I've seen that before. Do you want a replacement, or?
How burnt is the card?
Ash. It burned up.
Burnt the whole thing?
You had to put so much force into it. It is gone. You like I said, you're not going to hurt yourself, but you singe your fingers a little to the point where you had to whip it real quick. It's just dust.
Yeah, I'll take another one.
Sure, friend. And he hands you another card.
Okay, I walk away.
He looks incredibly confused at that.
Gotta keep them on their toes.
And he's kind of, humming to himself and thinking like, all right. And he's definitely keeping an eye on you. He's watching you as you walk off. And he, rubbernecks again, kind of looking over at Dwight. And Dwight's looking at this display of like, did we sell those? And he's calling over Lyle to swing on over real quick, and he's like, "Oh, I just finished. I got a great sale." But you hear them whispering to each other, and they're keeping their voices low, minus Lyle's initial excitement.
Hook my arm around Rodiah and head towards the exit.
Where we're going?
It's time for a coffee break.
Oh, coffee break? Ooh, coffee. Wait, did you like coffee? No, yeah, you did. Didn't you?
Yeah, I love I love your coffee.
Oh gosh. Is that where you're dragging me off to? I'm going to have to make you one?
Yes.
Okay. I guess there is no books and stuff here for me.
Alrighty, them being distracted, they don't necessarily see the two of you leave. Do you follow suit, Moira?
Yeah, but like in a timely fashion,
Of course.
I don't make it look rushed.
And Xander, assuming since you took his car, do you leave as well?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. They definitely seem distracted with whatever the hell's going on here. They're kind of like, I swear to put the damn thing up. We just sold one the other day. And they're arguing and discussing whether or not they actually sold something. On your way out, though, Moira, you do definitely see the two of them eyeball Xander a bit harder as he's leaving. And Xander, you do not see this.
Do I know why they're looking at him?
No, but you see, as you guys are leaving kind of one at a time, you see Lyle point to Xander, and Dwight's just kind of staring at him with his eyes, his brows furrowed. And he kind of just nods and like, okay. But you have no idea what they're saying from this distance. They're not really talking, they're more so just like motioning.
Well, I'll keep an eye on that.
And with that, the four of you back out.
Obviously not forever, because I'm leaving the building, but
When the four of you
I
leave,
do make sure to let Xander know later.
Yeah, you guys are back out in the street. There is a somewhat persistent rain. It's not pouring, more just drizzling. In some areas, it's a little misty, so it's quite nice, actually, for a moment at least. Where's our next destination?
How far away is the pizza place from here?
Relatively close.
I want to go there.
Okay, for what reason?
To drop off my comic books.
Comic books.
You're
You
going
bought
to...
something?
Was it not one of the ones that... It wasn't the one that he sold?
No, they bought that back.
Oh.
I just want to gift it to them.
Okay, how do you get it from Rodiah?
Let's see.
How do what's going on here? You bought comic books? I didn't see you buy anything.
It's a magic trick. Open up your bag.
What? Opening the bag. What? How's
You see the price tag still on it?
Yeah.
What? Young lady, what did you do?
Nothing.
Okay, what did you get your brother to do?
Certainly didn't get him to buy it, if you know what I mean.
It's for a good cause.
I have no part of this. I don't see anything. And takes them out of my bag and throws them at her. Or shoves them at her.
I will catch them ungracefully. Thank you.
All right, and you're planning on giving them to which brother precisely?
The little one. Hey, they upcharged 3 times. I think 2 extra comic books is worth it.
They did indeed rip him off quite a bit. And with that, you guys swing in, and they're a little busy, but it looks like Willie's currently on his break. He's kicking his feet while nibbling on something.
Willie, hi!
Oh, hi, lady. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can I talk to you?
Yeah, sure. Looking in the back, Michael sees you guys, and he doesn't look super happy to see you, but he kind of just nods and goes like, hey, gives you guys a quick wave as he's working. And as he looks to Willie, points at his watch like, all right, come on. And then Willie looks to you and says, yeah, what? You got a secret?
I do, yes.
Ooh, I love secrets. What is it?
I'll motion over to a corner.
Okay, he looks.
I have a gift for you.
Nodding excitedly.
I'll pull out the comic books.
His eyes go wide. He says, oh, these are for me?
Yup.
Oh, man. Wow, these are rare. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
You don't even know me, though.
My brother likes comic books, so you must too, right?
He narrows his eyes a little and goes, what do you want? You want something, right?
Nope.
You want a free pizza or something?
Actually, yes.
So you're using me. I see how it is.
Hey, 2 expensive comic books for 1 free pizza. I think you're getting a better bargain.
This would go against my ethics, though. You're bribing me. Hey, Willie, buddy, come on.
All right, your brother needs you. You forget the pizza. Just take the comic book.
All right. And he
I admire your ethic.
He looks around and grabs his backpack and he like motions for you to put him in there.
I'll show them in. By the way, there's one condition.
Nods.
Don't show them off to anyone.
I can show him to Michael, right? I mean, he's not going to not see him.
Yeah, you can. But don't show them off to anyone else.
Oh, I know. He told me not to sell them or show them to people, and these are rare. I don't want to get. I don't want to get jumped. Am I dumb?
Good, smart boy. I'll pat his head.
He smiles very widely at that and kind of, gives you a little jab in the stomach, just very playfully, and he hops up out of the chair. He says, "I'm coming," and he whips his backpack on. And he runs to the back, and before he flies through the swinging doors, he kind of winks at your guys' group, and he heads back to get situated for work.
All right, I'll leave.
All right, as you all head out, where's our next destination?
I feel like back to the bar would be smart.
It's about midday, I believe, so it's not too late.
I agree. I think the bar is the only logical next step.
All right, by bar, you mean y'all want to head back to Rusty's?
Yeah.
Is this the same day?
Yeah, same day. So you remember you guys woke up pretty early. You both went to your separate destinations. Xander and Roxanne were checking to see if there's any shakedowns effectively in Miller Square. There were none.
Yes.
Yeah, they were basically playing protection, and it worked just fine. No one attacked. And now you guys are able to essentially drive back to Rusty's bar if you wish.
Yeah,
And
let's do it.
he's downtown, but it's like a 30-minute drive. It ain't far. It's going to be like...
Who doesn't love a dive bar?
Exactly.
Perfect place for a shark.
At about 2 or so, you guys arrive at Rusty's bar. It is not as busy as it was last time, and not to say that it was busy last time, but as it's the middle of the day, there's only a few people drinking here.
Xander told us about the shiny man, right?
Yeah.
How are we going to get in?
These are good questions. I don't know. I mean, hypothetically, you could get in with your shadow, but the rest of them, I don't know.
I mean, I could probably bring one or two others, maybe.
Hey, GM.
Yes.
Wait, are you not a GM?
In this game, it's called the Master of Ceremonies, which is a bit much.
Wait, where did Keeper come from then? Where did Keeper come from?
Keeper is Call of Cthulhu, so you can say Keeper or Game Master. Those are both fine.
Okay.
Hey, Master of Ceremonies.
I'm glad you finished that.
Is this a new scene?
Yes, technically. Why?
Can I use ahead of the game?
Oh, you got your new skill.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's ahead of the game do?
It gives you one free clue at the beginning of a scene.
Alrighty. Well, considering we're at the beginning of a scene, yes. And you tell me what you want to use this clue for.
What is it that we're trying to figure out here?
That's a great question. It sounds like you guys are trying to figure out how to get to the back.
Oh, I forgot. Can't I heal my bleeding now? Like, because you said once we get out of the office.
Kinda yes, kinda no. Not really enough time has passed, but sure. It's only bleeding 1.
So we're trying to figure out how to get to the back.
I think that's what they're discussing, yeah.
Can I get a clue for that?
Yeah, you can clue for anything you want.
All right, well, I would like a clue.
All right, what's your
To
question?
get to the back.
Oh,
how can we get to the back of is it a secret room?
Effectively, yeah. So, oh man, shit.
Could I ask my secret sponsor for blueprints or history in the building?
Yeah, I'll say that you definitely did that on the way here. I'm not going to have you roll, but I will tell you that the blueprints that come back are your basic bargain bin blueprints. There's no secret entrance.
Does it match up with the layout that Xander?
I figured that.
The standard layout definitely matches up, but there's no long hallway that goes down. And to answer your question, Moira, this is kind of like a half answer. I assume, Xander, you would have let them know where you found it, effectively, the entrance?
Yeah, I told them everything.
Okay. So, knowing that, I would say you need to be a little bit closer, because he didn't technically go through. He literally phased through the wall. You do know it's in the kitchen, and it's past Rusty.
Can I use that clue then once I'm inside and closer to where I know the entrance is?
Very much so, yes.
Then I'll wait to do that.
Yeah, because right now the answer I would give you is the same thing that Xander already told you. That feels kind of like a waste, so you can definitely.
Yeah,
pocket.
that's fine.
Yeah, you can.
I'll
definitely
wait
pocket
then.
That.
Well, I guess if we're all gonna go in, bing.
How many can I take with me to move through the shadows? How many people without stop holding back?
I think 1 is fair.
All right, who wants to go with me then?
Well, are we planning on fighting?
I mean, I guess
we can figure out how to get back there before you have to do that, because I feel like that's more of a last ditch effort. Unless we keep one person back, because I mean I can get back there, but if you can only bring one person, then that means one person's going to have to stay out here.
All right. We also need a plan to counter that weird thrum. Do we have any idea what that was?
The what?
God said the room thrummed.
The most I can say is it was some form of defensive mechanism. Are you going in by yourself, Moira, initially?
Yeah. I mean, I would like to say I'm here semi-regularly anyway.
If you guys go anywhere regularly, just tell me. Unless I specify no one knows what this place, then obviously you can be a regular. It's fine.
The Moira lore.
Yeah.
I like to think that she comes here semi-regularly to talk to the people that she has like contacts with. That we sort of discussed it last time. I think that actually might happen semi-regularly.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I would say some of those contacts are here. They maybe give you a nod. Rusty gives you a nod, and if you come here semi-regularly, he prepares your regular then, your usual.
Sweet. Let me think about what my regular is.
Definitely. Also, to explain, Roxanne, you can definitely pull one person at a time with you. So you could pull Xander, then you can come back and pull Radaya. The reason is because it's very far away. It's somewhere you don't know about, and you're obviously dragging a whole living human being with you. So if it was like through a wall, you could probably bring everybody easily, but you're going through multiple walls.
Hey, Radaya, could you give me a healing tonic?
Let me see. Rummage. Yep, this one's it. Here you go.
You feel less bloody.
Well, I mean, technically they only need to go through one wall because there's that hallway.
Yep. So what's the plan?
Unless we can figure out how to sneak back into the kitchen without anybody noticing us.
It's a kitchen, right? They take deliveries. There should be a back door for that, isn't there?
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a back door.
Do they have anything here?
But the problem is the hidden door is behind like their refrigerator / sink area. So if we do go back there, it's going to be kind of challenging to make it look not obvious. Unless we can get whoever is in the kitchen out of there for a little bit, like distract him.
How many walls do I need to pass through?
One, technically. Because if me, Roxanne, and Radaya go to the back room, distract the kitchen guy enough to get him out, and then like do something with him so we can like go back there, then Rusty shouldn't know for a hot minute, and then once we close that secret door, he won't know what happened.
From the back, it's much easier, definitely. Yes, answer.
Where relatively is the secret room? Is back here?
Correct, yeah. It was
Right here.
Yeah, it's in a back corner that didn't really make any sense. There should be something there, but there's nothing there.
So does it go this way?
Yes.
Or this way?
It heads further away from the bar and down.
Okay. But we would either have to go through here or here if Roxanne was to pass through walls?
If Roxanne wants to, so basically you tell me when you're doing it and how you're doing it. Roxanne knows if she does it from this far of a distance outside in the parking lot, it'll be very hard.
Actually, if we just go outside, could I drop us down through the ground, or is the ground too thick?
Is that traveling through shadows, or is that just phasing through the floor?
That's just phasing.
Yeah.
Because going through walls is more like going through the cracks.
Right,
the
yeah.
Ground is like solid.
Now,
That's a lie.
Now, if you're asking...
Well, I mean, like, if there's like a manhole or something, then that would make more sense. But
yeah, so if you're asking, Roxanne, is there a better location to do this from? 100% yes. You don't need to roll for that. Xander told you about a back entrance. It's much closer.
Oh, while we're talking or whatever, or while we're sitting in the car, I'm engraving some insignias on my sword to use later.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to assist this. I was going to say maybe I'm like scoping.
Yeah, you guys are separate. You can still text.
Radaya, my thought is us three could go to the back door. You can use your super good customer service and bring him out somehow, and then we could try to subdue him in some way. So we take him out of the picture for a little bit, enough to go in the back room.
Is there only one cook back there?
There's probably two because it was a busy night, but it's slow now, so they might only have one cook. But we can always figure that out when we go back there.
Was back there a big enough space for your car to go to make this believable that maybe I have a delivery in the car that I can't carry?
Yeah, because they have they have to take all their shipment and food and stuff back there. So.
Oh, so yeah, there should be a big enough place.
Yep.
Sure.
But Moira can distract Rusty so he's not suspicious of what's going on in the kitchen.
All right, so you're just chatting him up then, Moira?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that's what I'll use my clue for.
Well, I'll say for chatting, unless if you want to know something, you can definitely ask me. Chatting wise,
I want to know how involved he is.
Is there a dumpster back here?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we can put him in a dumpster.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so there is the door to the back. There's very little room for your vehicle back here. You can see where some of them were to park. It's not rank, but there's definitely a stank back here. It's not great. It's definitely not great. But as you guys are looking about and doing your thing, you see the back door that Vander spoke of. And Moira, if you have any questions for Rusty, I can answer one of them, of course. If you want to prod or poke him for anything else, you're free. Just ask.
Well, I was going to say, Roxanne, you could pop your little shadow under there to see how many cooks are in the kitchen.
Sure. Jasper?
He gives you a wink, and I give you a wink, asking you to roll sneak around. Excellent. All right, he's able to move through the cracks in the door. And while looking about the room, the two chefs seem very unbusy. They're talking to each other and finishing up whatever last to-go meal that they have.
Jasper reports back.
He gives you guys all that information.
All right, so two cooks. If I open up the dumpster, is there any to-go bags or anything from a different shop that Rydia could use to pretend?
Let's see.
Just a bag of some sort or a box.
Yeah. If you want to do this, I say roll me change the game. If you have any investigation type skills, like attention to detail, now would be a good time to use them. This way we can actually make a tag that can assist her. Alrighty. And that is indeed our intent, to create a story tag. So we'll go ahead and do that. It is temporary.
So I'm gonna pop my trunk and I'm gonna take out some duct tape so we can use it on them.
Alrighty, and as you're all preparing that, Xander, you do indeed find a relatively clean bag. Obviously, you're going through some of this garbage, but you do find a bag that looks pretty similar to some of the local takeout. And this should work. You guys can find a way to repurpose it if you need to. Especially since it's pretty, overcast. It's relatively dark back here.
And magic.
So, Roxanne, what we can do is once we get the chef out, right, we can knock him out, duct tape him, toss him in the bin, and then you and me can, be all sneaky in the dark, right, and then get the other guy to come out, and check up on his friend and do the same thing.
What if they both come out at the same time?
These are all good questions. That's why we are, magic-y people, and we will deal with that in fun ways.
All right, I want to stomp the ground to make sure my alert private guard is awake, just in case I need them.
Ready and waiting. And how are you guys getting the attention of these individuals? Are we knocking or what?
I was assuming knocking.
Yeah, obviously knocking.
Okay. Roxanne and Xander, where are you guys standing if you want Rydia to be Rydia to be the face of this?
I'm going to be standing right here.
Okay, right here as in standing off the side?
Yeah, the door, I'll be off to the side over here.
Okay, so you're
hiding. When the door opens, I'll be behind the door.
Okay, so you're hiding to the side of the door. And Roxanne?
Where's the most nearest, shadowiest place?
There's plenty. Near the trash, unfortunately.
It's a dark alley. It looks like it.
I want to just sink into the shadows nearby.
All right, Roxanne, you sink into the stink. Just plug your nose and no one will see you.
Okay.
Alrighty, and with that, Rydia, you are now alone. I assume you knock?
Bang, bang, bang.
All right. You hear not a bang, bang, bang back, but someone definitely drops something, and then a pause, and then a tap, 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 and then lock. They slowly open the door, and you see a face, and he squints his eyes, looking at you, and goes, "Eh? Who are you?"
Hi, good evening. Is this not Rusty's Bar XYZ Street?
Yeah?
I have a delivery just down the stairs here. I'm sorry, I can't carry it any further.
I'm sorry, a delivery for what exactly?
It's for here. Obviously, it's a back delivery. You ordered some kitchen supplies, some coffee beans and the like.
Turns back and is like, what the hell? And he looks at the other guy as if to ask him, go ahead and roll me convince.
Oh, God.
You can do it.
Convince. Customer service, knowing the neighborhood. Where's that tag? Does it go to lunch?
Yeah, at the bottom it says to go lunch. You right click it. Make sure your right click is what's not red. There you go.
I guess that's everything.
Alrighty.
Maybe.
Fire it off.
Oh, good lord.
It's a +3. That's a lot. It'll brace your fall if there is one. Oh no!
You just had to say it's a lot, didn't you?
It technically is. All right, they look at each other. Some more squinting, some more like, eh? And he doesn't open the door much more, just a wee bit. And he goes, yeah, I'm sorry. If you got delivery shit, you can just leave it there if you want. Do you need to come in or something? This isn't really normal.
I'm sorry. I thought this is where deliveries get picked up and delivered to. You really don't want to leave this out here. It's raining in the stuff. It won't keep.
You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Shit. All right. Do you need help or what exactly? We're not too busy.
Yes. I got as far as I could, but I still just can't lift it up this far.
All right. Looks the other guy. All right, tell Rusty the delivery's here, I guess, and I'll go help her out. And you hear the other guy kind of run off. Rediah, you see someone come through the kitchen, and he whispers something to Rusty.
I'm gonna look at Roxanne real quick and tell her to try to send a shadow guy inside to stop the other dude.
Oh, to stop the guy from going out?
Yeah, stop the guy from telling Rusty.
Yeah. Okay, that's real risky. He's relatively close. Definitely, yeah. I'd say roll me to.
Well, because I'm about to pounce on this guy, so
yeah. Go and roll me sneak.
Can I have Jasper do what he did to Michael, glomp, and bring him here?
Yeah, I mean that lovely sneak basically, because you're trying to make any noise, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, a 9. Everyone that should fall for it falls for it. The MC chooses one complication. You're perceived only by a secondary sense. You leave behind something important. I'm going to go with the second one. You are perceived only by a secondary sense. Someone picks up the scent or hears you, etc., etc. Your shadows whip through Roxanne, causing the guy opening the door, leading to Rediah, to kind of stutter for a second as I say, what the hell was that? But it flies past, grabs this dude, wraps him in shadow, and, to your knowledge, soundlessly pulls him away.
Is the guy at the door outside the door yet?
Where are you bringing this person, Roxanne? Directly to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to immediately launch into my own hug.
All right. You kind of pull this guy off to Darksville off to the side as the other guy's walking on out. He doesn't really hear his friend get whisked away at all, but he paused for a brief moment, and what the hell was that? And he opens the door all the way, and he starts to walk to where Rediah was.
I'm gonna grab the door, like, kind of like sneak right here, so I can block the door where he's helping him. And I'm gonna pull my revolver from my waistcoat and point it at him, and be like, phrase that, Bob.
All right, go ahead and roll me and go toe-to-toe.
Do I need to roll for my glomp?
You haven't done it yet. This is all kind of happening simultaneously. He's already on edge from Rediah, so you're not completely catching him off guard.
Okie dokes.
Yeah. Ooh, oh my god. Alrighty. Are you shooting him? What's Ace Marksman for?
That's just, like, I know where to aim.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't need that. So, 13.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, because we're not shooting him, so. You indeed choose 2 of those things, which is you achieve your goal, I assume, right? All right, and you completely restrain him so he doesn't get to fight back whatsoever. You grab onto him, Xander. You point the gun at him. You pull him off to the side, and he isn't able to shout or anything. He is completely caught off guard. And right as you do that, Roxanne, what is your intent? After you pull him over to you, of course.
Chokehold?
A chokehold to knock him out, or what are we doing?
Yeah, to knock him out.
I'm gonna toss the duct tape to Rediah and be like, "Oi, can you rope him up for me?"
Okay. What? Tie up his hands, tap over his mouth?
Yeah,
what?
Put it over his mouth, rope his hands around him and his legs.
Hog tie him with duct tape. Gotcha.
All right, this guy is just completely at your will. He's not moving at all. Roxanne, also roll me go toe-to-toe. And you can't use the same tags.
I'm going to use my army. I'm not alone, ever. Would night vision be good here?
You're specifically in a dark place, so yeah, sure. Alrighty. So with this one, you actually want the status. Because what we're doing is we're subduing. So remember, there's different kinds of statuses. You're not knocking him out or killing him. but you're not killing him, but you're knocking him out, right?
Yeah.
For reference, 3
Mark's
status.
like, no, I'm killing him.
No, he's dead. No.
I'm choking him to death.
Yeah.
I want a new soldier.
That's morbid.
I'm letting you know, these guys seem like regular folk. 3 harm, 3 status is quite a bit in this game. Xander took the first guy out relatively easily. You're going to be doing the same thing.
Okay, hang on. So you don't want me to pick that one?
No, I'm saying you have to pick that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So by picking this one, you are quote unquote subduing. So he's now considered subdued 3, which means, and that's his threshold. That's past his threshold, actually. That means he's completely out of the fight. Very similar how you punch someone and they're like, I'm done fighting. This is the same way, except he's wrapped up in your shadow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have this guy completely just tight. And what are you doing with him?
I have him racked up and I'm choking him until he goes limp.
So you're just choking him with shadows?
Yeah.
All right, somewhat horrifying if they weren't focused on knocking this guy
As
out.
you're choking him, he's like, harder.
Oh, God.
And he goes limp. You just
All
leave
right.
him there?
No, I'm going to release my grip ever so slightly. And I'm going to see how the other 2 are doing. Or can I...
Redoya, go tie up the other guy.
Tap, tap, type, tape.
Yeah, that guy is knocked out.
Roxanne,
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm useful sometimes.
All right. Roxanne, you want to text Moira that we got the cooks subdued?
Sure, I'll send out that text. I want to make it extra cryptic though, just in case someone's looking at the phone.
You can say the chickens have been cooked.
Do you say the chickens have been cooked?
What?
Yes.
Okay, then I say.
What are you guys talking about? No.
I'm like, do you want them scrambled?
Are you eating without
Over
me?
easy? Are you eating without me? And then I'm like, let me know if there's anything I should prepare for the meal over here.
Before she can text back, she doesn't get a chance to do that. But you're preparing that. So rewinding a bit, as you guys are doing all this, Maura, did you ask Rusty any questions prior to all this happening? You said you were thinking one. If you didn't, that's perfectly fine.
So I actually, I'm not really sure what to get him to say that might make him slip up and give me a clue. So I'm just chatting.
Perfectly fine. While you're chatting with him, there's a bump and a thud, and the door to the kitchen swings a little bit. And Rusty gives it a look after to say, like, what the hell was that? And in the middle of your conversation, he's like, yeah, give me 1 second. I think that the cooks are getting rowdy. I'll be right back. And he moves to open up the little side door to leave his bar and walk back to the kitchen.
I accidentally knock over my drink.
Like the glass onto the floor?
Yeah.
His whole body just like full on winces with that. And he, this is happening as you guys are hog dying. Like as you guys are having the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I accidentally knocked the drink onto the ground. So that breaks.
So canonically rewind like 5 seconds, but all those rolls they just did, the go toe to toe, all that stuff, all that happened literally as this is happening right now. So they can't react to any of this. All right, he hears the drink just kind of smash and his whole body just kind of tenses up.
I go, oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so sorry. Do you have anything that I can use to clean this up?
And you can tell he's very torn right now between helping you and he's right there. I'm going to have you roll me convince because he can, in a few steps, just pop the door open and look at the chefs, or he can turn around and help you. But I need you to roll convince. I'm going to give you that extra +1 from breaking the glass, though. So whatever you want to roll, do that. And
let's see.
For easy, and remember, we're rolling convince. And then for easy math, just click on Rusty's matchbook. We'll pretend that's the broken glass. Alrighty, an 8. Choose a relevant status of tier 3. Your target can choose to either take the status or give in a little, but protect their own agenda.
Oh, no.
Give a little bit.
Give a little bit of your give to me. All right.
The target can choose, not me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, me.
All right.
So he breathes out and goes, give me a minute. Try not to touch the glass, all right?
So sorry. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And he heads over to where the bathrooms are, presumably to one of the back rooms in the bathrums. And as the door is
immediately
swinging,
text Xander. I don't know that they don't know. I don't know what's going on back there, but I have a feeling that something weird's happening. And I text them even if they don't see it.
A few seconds after that, you guys finish hog tying and your phone goes off, Xander.
What does it read, Moira?
it says, "Are we using code words?"
No, just tell me. Just it's an emergency.
You don't have to.
I'm like, Rusty sus.
Rusty sus.
Well, because I'm trying to type it really quickly before he comes back.
Do you tell me he's trying to come back to the kitchen? Or?
Yeah, I'm like, Rusty's suspicious, might go to kitchen.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a spell to change my look into one of the kitchen workers.
Alrighty, and he comes out with a, mopping bucket and just a broom to start sweeping things up. And he kind of just sighs. You notice he didn't go back to ask for assistance, nor is he asking assistance from anybody else, because there's not really anyone working here, so it's just him. And he goes, it's fine, as long as you didn't hurt yourself, it's really all that matters. And you can kind of see him sweeping away, but you'll know he will move back there in just a moment. Xander, to appropriately do that, go ahead and roll me change the game. And while Xander's switching into cook mode, Roxanne and Radayo, what are you guys thinking?
Do we just leave these guys here on the street? Do we put them in one of these dumpsters? Can we even lift them into the dumpsters?
Me and my shadow friends can lift him into the dumpsters.
Yeah, maybe. Let's try to do that. Maybe.
Yeah, let's do that. Do I need to roll God?
No, you guys can easily hide them away. You do know that they won't be out for very long, but fortunately the duct tape, they can still breathe, they just can't speak.
That's all that matters. And
with an 8, Xander, you have 3 juice. You can use one of those juices to basically give you the general look of one of the cooks, effectively is what you're going for?
Yeah.
All right, so it's effectively an illusion. All right, I've added a scene tag. And while he's doing that, Rusty's kind of mumbling to himself and looking around. And you know, Xander, this is only going to be temporary, meaning you can basically only pull this off for a few seconds. And if it's any kind of prolonged anything, Rusty is going to notice. He finishes as you're finishing your spell, Xander.
Did I notice that any of them smoked? I mean, they're kitchen guys. They have to smoke, right?
I mean, it is a dive bar.
It is a dive bar. I'll say while you were kind of
he'd be able to smell it. It's real strong.
Correct. While you're frisking one up, you do realize the one that you tied up was a smoker.
Okay, I transformed to him.
Okay. And after, just a minute or so, Rusty doesn't clean it up perfectly. It's enough that you won't step in the glass, and he kind of tosses the mop and bucket into the bathroom and says, yeah, I'll be right back, Maury. I hope you don't mind.
Thanks so much again.
Yeah, no problem. And he kind of rushes back to the kitchen, and Xander, you see him almost panicking, looking around, and his eyes first go to the left, to the corner of the room. They linger for just a second, and then he swivels over to the right, looking down, and he sees just you, only one cook. And he goes, what are you doing by yourself?
Oh, we dropped some shit, so he's just throwing away in the out back. I'm gonna go on my smoke break.
Right now, while he's in the back?
Well, I mean, once he gets back, and I pop my cigarette in my mouth. Once he gets back, I'm gonna go.
And he's like, okay, all right. Well, the hell's that noise? Why do you kick the door?
Oh, it's because he dropped it near the door, so he kind of freaked out and kicked.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, don't ask me. He's him. How's it out there? Do we have any more customers?
Things are fine. We're going slow. Just keep it quiet back here.
Sorry, boss.
Did you close the door behind you, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me convince. There's a lot of things you can notice here. And you can use the cook tag. Make sure you right-click it. All right, a 10. And with that, his eyes bounce past the door. He looks around real quick, and he doesn't say anything. All right. Well, just don't draw attention to yourselves. Yeah.
We won't. Sorry about that again.
All right, good. Work and don't be seen and all that, and we're not busy enough for us to be rushing about.
How was Xander's fake accent? Or lack thereof?
Good enough for now. And Rusty kind of huffs and then walks out seemingly a bit exhausted. And right as he pushes through that swing door, your cook attire just completely falls off in your regular Xander again. And he swings back.
Crocky that, mate. No, I'm just kidding. That's Australian. All right, anyways, I'm going to creak the door and be like, all right, girls, we're all good. Come on.
I'm going to dart in.
All right, the 3 of you are able to dart in just fine. You have limited time before the 2 cooks probably start kicking around and making noise. They are tied, but they're only going to be out for like at most like 30 seconds. Do just the general pain.
It was back here. That's where we need to grab it. Roxanne, you said you can pull. If you want to text Moira to get into the bathroom, so it's easier for you to, yank her over here.
Oh, yeah. I will text Moira.
Unless she wants to say, drink away her sorrows.
No, I need to be back in the action. Thank you.
You want to get a little buzz on? Yeah?
I've already got it on. I've already got the buzz. I've already had a longer.
I'm gonna text. You need to use the restroom and send her the Jedi mind thing, GIF along with it.
Mind
GM, is it easy to find the handle to get into this back room, or?
So you didn't look for?
Yeah, because I just kind of phased through.
Yeah, you just phased on through. You honestly have no idea how you're supposed to get through. Of course, you can roll investigate to try to figure this out.
Could I phase through and see where the door handle is and then phase back?
Considering you've already been through there, I would say there's nothing you recall on the other side that gives you a clue to what's on this side.
I'm going to lightly press in spots on the door to see if any, pressure plates.
Sure. Moira, after you get this text, what do you do?
Well, is Rusty back?
Yeah, he swings back and he looks exhausted. He goes, I got help is so hard to find.
Yeah, you know how it is.
They're raising a ruckus back there for whatever reason, and then one of them wants to go on a smoke break. He motions to the room, says we're so busy. It's fine, I guess.
I'm like, I hate that. It's like that at the office, too. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Rusty, keep an eye on my drink, I guess.
He puts a napkin on top. He says, I will.
Thanks. I'll see you later. Well, not later, obviously. I'll see you in a few minutes. See ya.
He chuckles that and says, of course.
I'm like, ooh, guess our drink was a little strong, huh?
And he's like, hey, it wasn't me. Like, I know what I'm doing. You know me.
And then I head into the bathroom.
All right, and as you head back there, Xander, go ahead and roll me investigate. Alrighty, the question that you asked is yes. It seems about near hip length. There is somewhat of a depression in the wall as you kind of push your fingers along the edge. You can feel there's somewhat of a crease. The kind of gaudy wallpaper hides it fairly well. They definitely don't use this too frequently. But as you're looking around, you actually find if you were to touch this too much, or if you were to force it, there might have been some form of a trap or an alarm or something. But fortunately, you find the actual lever, knob, whatever you want to call it, and you're able to press it in. And as you do, the door very soundlessly slides outward towards you guys.
And bingo, boombo, there's a door. All right, Roxanne, if you want to do your shadow thing, me and Radaya are going to start heading in.
Just to be clear, Master of Ceremonies.
Yeah, that title's so epic.
Like we're in a cult when you say that.
I love it.
Deeply do not want this to ruin the setup I've got going here with this dive bar.
Yeah.
It's incredibly important to me. I will be aware of this. If I think it's might be a little iffy, you gotta let me know.
It's definitely already iffy, please.
No, I mean like counting how much time I've spent in the bathroom.
With
sort of stuff.
Yeah, with the text you guys were able to receive and the timing, it's not iffy in that sense. Now, the iffiness is going to be, are you going down there with them? You're going to be down there for a while. You know from what Xander described.
Oh, God.
Now, you can rush because he knows the way. So he can say, trust me, we're just going. I will say, if you do this really quick, it'll be more than 5 minutes, but it'll be like a 5+-ish minute thing.
That's fine. Sometimes girls take a long time in the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, it's bathroom.
Plus, what if you have to take a number 2 and then you're texting?
You can be there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. And nobody's waiting because the bar's pretty empty.
She's not going to be sitting on the bar being like, where is this girl? Why is she pissing so slow?
Rusty's like, Moira's just taking a shit. And that's how it has to be sometimes.
That's exactly what he's thinking.
And she's like, don't you ever say that about me.
All right. So, yeah, as long as you don't, leisure around, you should be fine. So
no
Moira does know that. And Roxanne, you're attempting to shadow whisk her away?
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you guys get into position, Radaya and Xander, you guys move on through. Roll me sneak around again. But go ahead and use your weakness light sensitivity and add an experience to the boy who never was. There is light in this room, and there's light in both rooms.
Yeah, I was thinking Mr. Shiny Man is definitely going to blind me at least once. Can I use surprise from behind? As in I'm surprising Moira. Boo!
Sure.
Mike, can we challenge this?
Yeah, she rolled a 4.
I smack the wall.
No, actually what happens is you try to sneak around and I turn and I jump at you. And I scare you.
You sure want to do that? I want to scream.
Those are the consequences of your actions. Accept them or die.
Okay.
I just want to let the GM know that me and Radia sorry,
You're good.
Through the wall already. So any mistake that she makes is not on us.
Alrighty, Roxanne has been camping the move through shadows button.
Have trouble getting back.
So, trying to think of an appropriate combination of things.
Of course I'm camping the move in the shadows button. That is like my primary move skill.
Indeed. And on that note, go ahead and burn that tag as the hard move. But you're going to succeed. You're going to bring Moira with you. It was a little messy, though. You fall into this shadow, this inky depth of nothingness for way too long, Roxanne. And you took a wrong turn at Timbuktu, apparently. You're not entirely sure. But you're able to nab Moira soundlessly, fortunately. And you do bring her back. I'm going to add further tags, though, to the Delia status. It's currently at 3.
Okay.
I haven't let you guys know where it triggers, but the more I add to it, the closer it gets to triggering, so you do know that.
What?
Someone's been watching you. Delia has been watching you basically this entire time. Anytime you guys take too long, make a mistake, or anything weird happens, I'm adding to this tag. Once it gets to a certain number, she will know exactly where you guys are. She's tracking
Wait, is that
you.
the shark lady?
Correct, yes. So with this, Roxanne.
Good. Maybe I want her to find me, all right?
I mean, maybe.
Fight me, shark lady.
Just not indoors or near water. So you're able to pull her
Only
through.
in water.
Let's go to the SeaWorld, baby. All right.
So the shark tank, baby.
You pull Moira through. Seemingly fine. You guys have all your clothes, all your limbs. No one's bleeding from the nose. Should be good.
I may look a little panicked, but I'll pretend to ignore it and go through the door.
Alrighty. And as you move through the door, from what I told you, Moira, how quickly are you guys moving down this little walkway?
Swiftly.
Yeah, I'll tell them that I know where I'm going.
And I want to catch up.
Okay.
Also, I've got night vision.
I did mention it's completely pitch black down here.
Me too.
Yeah. So 2 of you can see perfectly fine.
Wait, the 2 who can see perfectly fine are the ones who got left behind last?
Technically.
Hilarious.
I pull up my phone to use as a flashlight.
Yeah, so that works just fine.
All right. So just an FYI, if he is in there, right, he's probably going to try to brain control you, mind control you, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, just saying.
I'm pretty sure I have enough noise in my head with Maleficent. I think I'll be numb from it.
Oh man, I'm sorry. At least you have a cool dragon.
Dragon voices.
And with the 4 of you, considering this is a little jaunt, you're not going to be there instantly. Who's taking point?
Me.
All right,
Since I kind of know where I'm going.
All right. Who's taking point down the stairs and going to the room first?
I think it should be Roxanne.
Sure, I will.
I'm just kidding. She's 19. I'll do it.
I will. Because I'm flustered from being in the darkness too long. I will stumble down the stairs and be first.
Does anyone choose to not obviously walk into his office? Is anyone hanging back?
Like, they already know who we are. It's fine.
So I'm assuming Roxanne, you're walking in first.
Yeah.
Alrighty. At the bottom of the steps, each of you, in turn, feel a thrumming. It feels as if it's coming from the room, but all around you at the same time.
You know, I think he asked if one of us wants to stay back because something might happen in the room where one of us staying back might be good, but I don't know.
Well, you're the private eye. Maybe you have good instincts.
Yeah, but I already talked to this guy, so I want to talk to him face to face.
Fair.
Roxanne, I'm gonna be literally walking in right behind you, like right behind you.
Okay.
You no longer need your light vision, nor your phone, as there are plenty of lights here. Looking about, you're not really sure where this is in town. It's definitely nowhere near Miller's Square, as this surrounding area is quite nice. Definitely tucked away, though. And Roxanne, you place your hand on the doorknob. Surprisingly, it's open.
I still haven't used my clue yet, right?
You haven't used your clue yet now. And you very much can use it here. You have a question at any time, just ask. Basically,
okay.
It functions like a free investigate with no downside.
Okay.
It's a singular question, but sometimes I don't have to answer the question clearly. With that one, I do. And then Redaya and Moira, you'll walk in as well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'm going to walk in and be like, I told you I'll be back. Bring in my friends.
Jasper
I might have turned slightly Scottish less Irish, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jasper slinks by you, Roxanne, and takes a squat on the couch.
Is he shining like normal?
No, he is not shining.
God damn it, I had a joke.
He puts down his glass, though, and tilts his head as if he's thinking, and then goes, points to his...
Hi!
Points to his head, then points to Xander, says, you're the gentleman I spoke with earlier, yes?
Is correct there, mate?
It's nice to see you in the flesh. May I ask why you're back?
My question is, what's your relations with Sandra?
He shrugs. She runs a joint down in Miller Square, right?
Yes.
Not anymore.
But you were seen with her while she was selling her jewelry, right?
He shrugs. Can I offer you a drink?
I'm not quite thirsty.
And you, Moira, Redaya, Roxanne?
What?
Targeting Myra because she has a drinking problem.
Excuse me?
No thanks, I had a bad headache the last time I had too much.
Thanks.
Who said I had a drinking problem?
The audacity. I did not take multiple liquor bottles when we were in the liquor store.
Look, sometimes you need to just, relax. And whiskey does that. Jesus.
It's not a problem.
I didn't come in here looking for judgment. I'm just kidding. She does not have a drinking problem at a game. She's just a connoisseur. So, but what's going on now?
Oh, he's offering you all a drink.
What is he? What is it?
Stranger danger.
That's not the clue, by the way. I just want to know what kind of whiskey, what drink it is.
It's high quality. You see him move over to his little, it's a still drinking table for one.
It's not that kind. Is it the kind of stuff that they have in the bar, though?
You don't recognize this.
Okay, so I say, that doesn't look like it's at the top of, in the house there. That doesn't look like that's what you're selling.
Selling? I'm merely giving this away. This is a specialty item. I wouldn't sell something like this.
What makes it special?
It's old. It's got a fine age to it.
How old are we talking?
He holds it up and...
She stands on the glass table. She doesn't do that.
I'm not very good with appropriate ages, but it's like an 18-something. So it's... or a 19. I'm not sure how whiskey ages, so maybe there's a cutoff year, but it's a very impressive year. And he
I'm
turns
like,
it.
Oh, very nice. I think I will pass. But thank you so much for the offer.
He nods. Bit of a shame, but all the same. How about yourself, Redaya?
No, thank you. Not much of a drinker.
Did you say it was whiskey?
It is indeed.
Okay. Google says 15 to 30 years is good.
Okay. Wow, I'm way off then. So it's
What'd
about...
you say?
Way older than that. 1800s? That's ancient. I think that's wine only. I think that's collecting. All right, cool. Anyway, yeah. So it's like, I don't know, 2001 or something. So some good shit. Oh, God. Makes me sound really old. Anyway. And he looks to you, Roxanne, and says...
The top of the Y2K.
And all right. Do you want a water?
As long as it's not salt.
No thanks.
What was that laugh?
She's really excited for salt water. All right.
Wait. Can I use my clue?
You can.
I want to know if there's anything in the room that I can see that links back to, that strip of stores we were on.
Miller Square?
Yeah.
Out in the open, you don't see anything necessarily. He's definitely working on some stuff, and he's got some things locked away. All this money and all these guns, they're not all out as obviously. There is some money, there are some guns, but not like to this degree.
No maps or anything. No documents.
Oh, you do see a map of the city, but it's quite extensive. You also see the same flyer that Xander saw of the closed old aquarium. And he's merely just takes a seat, says, well, suit yourselves. What can I do for you all? There's merely one of you before, now there's 4 of you.
So are you trying to take over the strip?
No.
Well, then why are your goons out terrorizing people?
Very strong word. What are we all here for? Who do you all think I am?
Well, we know you hired the shark lady, so
You do?
that's a start.
You have proof I hired this shark woman?
Did he not just say that to me last time?
He did. Technically, he didn't say I hired her.
You insinuated it last time.
I'll let you know where to find her. One of her haunts. She's an acquaintance of mine. She stands out quite a bit.
But my question is, why did you hire her? What do you need her for? Why can't you do your own work?
I do all my own work. What is it you assume that I do?
I take a picture of the shiny man and send it to my secret sponsor.
With your phone? You just like pop it out and chink?
Yes.
She doesn't know how to work the phone and the flash turns on.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah, probably.
He does sort of.
I have done that in real life.
He does sort of lean to the side and say, "Please, Roxanne,
Sorry.
no pictures."
Wait, how does he know her name?
He knows all our names.
How?
Excellent question.
Wait, does he know all of our names?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he definitely does. He said them as he walked in.
So how do you know our names then, mate?
I'm well informed. I know quite a few things, actually, Xander. My business is information.
You might know my name, but I bet you don't know anything else.
Coincidentally, information is also my game, which makes me feel a little out of my depth.
So are you going to finally introduce yourself? You're going to be Mr. Mystery Man.
I wouldn't mind introducing myself at all. You all came in guns blazing with the questions, denying my offer of a drink.
So what's your name then?
You can call me Honey Lip. That's what my friends call me.
Huh?
Honey, what?
Honey Lip.
Like LIP?
Honey
Yes.
Lip?
Yes.
Tasty.
Very.
Oh,
Are you a betting man, Xander?
There's a bear shit in the woods.
Would you mind taking a step forward? And he points to his chest and says, that amulet you've got there is passed down from your family, yes?
I guess you did a little bit of reading there. Huh? You do a little Google search.
Nothing so crass as that, my friend. Do you know that item's origins?
Well, it kind of comes from our family, so I think I know about the thing that I'm wearing. Right?
He nods and says, correct. But did they tell you everything about it?
Yes, I don't know what you're trying to get at.
And he smirks and he knows you don't know everything. And he goes, all right, you can pretend, but I can offer you information, Xander. I can tell you who made the Eye of Azar, its true powers, and its original purpose.
How would you know that?
I told you. My business is information. I can assist you too as well, Roxanne. For a simple trade, I can help you all, actually.
And how would you go about helping me?
Is that not your brother next to you?
Yeah.
Do you understand the extent of his existence and all the others that follow you? Where they're from, why they exist?
No. You do?
He nods.
I want to know.
I'm going to whip out my phone while he's talking and text Roxanne, and I'm going to text her, don't listen to his BS.
I'm obsessed. I want to know.
And he says, of course. Like I said, for a simple trade.
What do you want?
Simply, I would like the 4 of you to stop your current endeavors. That's it. Consider it a job well done. You've helped everyone.
I thought you said you weren't involved. Why do you care if we continue?
There's discourse and there's violence in Miller Square that is very unappealing. As a business owner, Redeye, you should know yourself. Yes? Violence drives business away. It's inconvenient.
All right, well, Honey Lip, if you can answer me, why was Sam Sato killed?
I haven't the foggiest. Definitely a tragedy, though. He was a good man.
You haven't the foggiest. He had, what's her name? Shark Lady?
Delia.
Delia. Yeah, Delia is the one who killed him.
Shrugs again. Not something I would know about. Sounds quite awful, though. I'll look into
someone
it.
under your wallet is doing some stuff that you don't like, and then you don't know about it. Sounds a little weird if you ask me.
Presumably under my wallet, as I've discussed before. She's an acquaintance.
So why does it matter to you if we continue doing this, if you don't really care about her, and you don't really know what's going on? Because you're over there saying you know everything about us, yet you don't know anything that's happening in your city. Makes no sense there, if you ask me, Chief.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of I don't knows.
I'll be honest, I'm keeping some things tied to my chest. What can you offer me? Why would I give you all this information for free?
You have to convince us to stop researching on why there is so much violence going on in said square.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good question, and I will definitely look into it.
We are looking into it.
Well, allow me to congratulate you and say that it's been taken care of. There'll be no more violence in Miller Square.
This sounds so suspicious. That's so suspicious.
Also, the question I phrased to Xander and Roxanne is important to your character, because if you deny it, you have to mark fade or crack on that character sheet. But you don't have to answer right now, but you do have to answer by the end of the conversation with him.
Answer what?
Where he said if you back off and if you go away and go about your business, he'll let you know about your gem, or Roxanne will let you know about the shadows.
Can I use my Eye of Azar to look into his soul to see what he's bullshitting?
You may definitely attempt. Are you going for... I'm not sure what role that would even be. What are you trying to see exactly?
Like, if I can see if he was involved in any of the, like, the bad stuff, like, you know, as in, like, talking to Dahlia, you know, telling her to go do something, or he was at a scene of a crime doing something, like, something along those lines.
Okay. Investigate is too easy. There's no doubt. I need a downside to this. I want to say take the risk. Because the downside to investigate is the answers are fuzzy, and that's not good enough.
He is supernatural, right?
So supernatural, I'm defining as ghosts and demons and shit, so no, he's a guy.
Okay.
Also, on top of that, he has a status. Let me go ahead and add that. You don't have to roll after you learn the status. This applies to any information you try to find from him. It's my lips are sealed 5.
-5?
It's a -5 to asking him any questions or to looking into him at all. You don't have to roll, but if you investigate, convince, or anything along those lines, it'll be a -5.
Well, that sucked.
All right, that is a 3. A 4, technically. Alrighty, Xander, as you're looking into him, something comes over you, and you're not exactly sure what it is. Go ahead and roll Face Danger against effectively a psychic attack. It's not necessarily an attack, it's more like a reaction. It doesn't hurt, though, what's coming to you. It feels relaxing, in a way. And it's magical in nature, so you can use Magic Shield. So you're to use spellcasting, you can't use it twice.
And he's trying to do what?
He's effectively swaying you to stop asking questions and calm you down. It's kind of like a psychic attack. He's not harming you, though. This isn't going to hurt you. Alrighty, whatever the effect is, you rolled a 10 plus 1. So it seemingly washes over you, Xander. You're unaffected. And he's just sitting there, sipping away at his drink, just watching. All this happens very quickly as you dive into your Eye of Azar, Xander, to extract something from Honeylip. And there's just an instant buzz. The humming around you grows much louder, and then suddenly just gone.
Now that he says that, right, guys, he says a humming like a bumblebee, and his name is Honeylip. It's kind of weird, if you ask me.
I want to ask him, how did you know Das was my brother?
Well, I did say, information is my game, Roxanne. And once again, asking questions.
No one remembers him but me.
And offering me nothing in return.
I need to know that you're serious.
I am quite serious. Why don't you take a seat and consider offering me something of equal value, yes?
Equal value? I have nothing of equal value.
Like, I feel like he's waiting for us to say a certain thing, but I just don't know what the certain thing is.
Can I use divination?
Scare him.
I could do that.
Booga
Threatening
booga
aura.
him.
But I'd also like to maybe see if I can get any, visions of the future.
Regarding him or your future?
Regarding me in this room.
Interesting. I almost want to say that's investigate.
Interesting, okay.
Because you're not going against him necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see what's going to happen with me in the room.
Yeah.
As it is, and hopefully that includes him.
Okay.
So, investigate?
Yeah, but you're basically sourcing the future, so whatever tags work for that.
I guess I should open up disturbing imagery?
Yes, definitely. And then mark experience for that.
I guess that's really all I can do.
Yeah, pretty good. Alrighty, an 8. You can ask me 2 general questions. You might be exposed to danger, or they might not be fully true. So when you said the future of now, what exactly, what are you trying to find out?
I am trying to find out if anything bad is going to happen.
If things...
that your investigation exposes you to danger.
Yeah.
But I want to see if there's going to be danger.
Right. Your gut feeling, with an 8, your gut feeling is telling you that we'll say he's being very generous, and pushing this man too much is not a good idea. He's been very nice so far, you can tell. There are various futures where one of you can't tell who it is, but one of you in this room turns coat.
One of you turns coat?
Yeah.
As in, runs away?
No, as in turns against the team and makes things dirty.
Okay, so that's my one clue, right?
Yeah.
Why do I think it's Roxanne?
Can my second clue...
Because it is.
Because it is.
No, I'm
as you're thinking that, Radiah walks up to you with a gun, just shoots you in the back of the head.
Oh my gosh, Radiah, how dare you?
Radiah the whole time. So one possible outcome is that somebody turns tail. Well, not turns tail, but turns traitor.
Radiah takes out the blicky and starts blah, blah, blah.
Can the other one be, what can we do to get information that we need?
There is a future where you can offer him something, but it has to be major. But one of those things being his request, dropping this investigation entirely, and he answers your questions. Not all of them, but he answers some of your questions.
That's the only option?
He is not lying. If you guys can offer him something of equal value, he will trade it. But you guys did break into his office. You are aware of that. The tension in here is thick. He is not touching any weapons, but you can tell for some reason he's far too confident and he's too well defended. In some way, shape, or form, you just can't tell what that way is.
He might think he's well defended, but he won't be defended against a bullet to the face.
Well, let's not go that far.
I'm just kidding.
Allowed, I guess. Well, I guess you have to choose one of these things, right?
Yes and no. Basically, the clues are fuzzy.
So that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the disturbing imagery to go along with that was basically the turncoat. Someone turned coat, things got messy, more people showed up, completely faceless, and someone
right, I did not see who it was.
You didn't see who it was, but one of you probably dies here. It's bad.
I'm gonna say...
You're saying in a worse situation, one of us dies here?
Yeah.
It's one of the possible futures.
Yeah, she sees something pretty gnarly.
I turn to the guy.
Moira doesn't know what would trigger that, though, right?
She has no idea. She just knows it's a potential future.
It's a potential future.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to cause it, but I know that it can happen and I suspect it's if we push him too hard.
Yeah. So linked to that was correct. Linked to that was effectively, you can tell he's being very generous. He's not answering questions, but because he doesn't have to. Why would he?
But he's also not killing us.
Correct.
I would like to... Can I ask him if there's anything that we can exchange that's not giving up the investigation as a show of good faith?
He finishes the drink and puts it down and says, well, it seems I've come to the bottom of my glass. And unfortunately, Moira, I'm afraid there's probably nothing. I am aware of your capabilities. You yourself could probably assist me if you need work.
I'll consider it.
Work? Can I assist you? Shh. In exchange for information, of course.
Oh, of course, of course. I mean, Roxanne, your abilities are quite fantastic. So, yes, I do believe you could help me as well.
I won't kill anyone.
I would never ask you to kill anyone.
Done.
Roxanne!
Radaya, on the other hand.
Roxanne! You can't just be... What?
I need to know.
Oh, if you want to know the answers to your question, the big, burning question, unfortunately, that can only be answered if you step down. A ceasefire on all sides. I ask you to step down. I ask the other side to step down, and everything goes back to normal.
My
Nice
question
and
is,
easy.
why do you want us to step down so badly? What does this let you gain?
Wait, are you talking about Miller Square?
Indeed.
When you say it'll be a ceasefire on both sides, does that mean you'll stop doing what you're doing to Miller Square?
I'm doing nothing. I'm merely watching after things. I'll ask those that are in charge to stop, to move their business elsewhere, as it's not worth it at Miller Square anymore. So he turns to you, Xander, and says, I'm recommending you step down for your own personal health. Let's just say that you four have kicked a hornet's nest that might be kicking back relatively soon. I don't mean Delia. I don't mean these thugs that you've turned and flipped. Quite funnily, I might add. A higher power. One that you definitely do not want to piss off.
Would you say one would say it's the Queen Bee?
If that makes you happy, sure.
He's
Well, listen-
very confident, right?
Listen here, honey lip. I'm not worried about no Queen Bee. I'm not worried about her little worker bees, right? I've come from London. I've dealt with worse. So I'm not worried about any of these schmucks.
Are you going to let us out of here? Are you going to let us leave?
If you
Or
do
do
not,
we have to come to an agreement?
I'll ask one thing of you. If you simply leave tonight, I would ask that you never come down here again.
Without permission or at all?
You can find your way back to me? Sure. Why not?
I think we should leave.
I'm gonna look at Jasper. What does he say?
Jasper is looking at you like, I don't trust this guy.
I think that we should leave.
Like, he's looking at you as if to say he probably knows, but I don't trust him.
I'm
No,
staying then.
So again, why do you care if we kick the hornet's nest? How does that affect you?
Oh, it doesn't.
So why do you care if we die or live or bug people if it doesn't bother you?
It's a very interesting question, Xander. Let's just say that pissing off the wrong people, going down the wrong avenues, it's just messy. Why go through that? Why not just live your life?
Well, if you did any research about me, mate, then you would know I'm all about getting messy.
Oh, and I fully understand, Xander. You have to believe me. I'm aware this goes against your character and who you are as a person, but you do want to continue, yes? Surely this isn't worth your life. I'm not threatening you. I am merely stating things as they are.
Right, and I humbly disagree. If it does not affect you, you should not worry about my business, right? I'll do my business, you do your business. If you don't want us to come down here and bug you, that's fine. That's all. We'll talk about it, and we'll leave you away, and we'll do our business with the shark lady and whatever hornet's nest I kick or we kick. It's our business.
Fair enough. Well, considering my drink is empty, I'm assuming that is all.
Yeah. So.
And he nods. Roxanne, what did you say to Jasper's answer?
I'm staying.
Do you say you're staying, or you're just thinking that?
No, I say it.
All right, after
I
you...
look at Roxanne.
You're staying to like ask him questions, or
No, I want to make a deal. I need answers.
what do you say exactly that he could give you answers for?
He does seem to know a lot. I'll find out if it's true or not, but I'm willing to take the chance.
Are you able to work for a separate company?
Probably not. We'll find out.
Are you sure
don't
you want
feel
to do
right
this? I
leaving you in.
mean, you don't know him. None of us know him.
And I've got a feeling that something bad is gonna happen.
Yeah, but
I'm-
what exactly did he
saying.
say that he knew about Jasper and stuff?
he knew who Jasper was. No one knows who Jasper was except when I tell them.
I mean, I knew who Jasper was.
Yeah, because I told you.
He could be saying that. He knows information.
And I mean, if you really want to learn more about Jasper and stuff, we can go back to the office and I can conjure up some stuff.
For reference, the question Roxanne is trying to answer is core to her character, and she's been trying to, like, for her entire life, figure this out. So this isn't something that can be simply answered. It's very, very difficult, borderline impossible to answer.
Yeah, I would think if it could be conjured up, I would have done it by now.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes you think he has your answer. He could just be saying that his name is Honey Lip.
He could be, but there's a confidence here that really can't be denied.
Well, he also tries to brain control people, so there's that.
Well, I've got a guardian shadow if that happens. So, like I said, I'm willing to take the chance.
I'm going to cast a protection spell on this trinket in my pocket, and I'm going to hand it to Roxanne.
Alrighty.
So pretty much, if she feels like he might do like one of those brain attacks on her, she can use it as like a help to boost breaking the spell of him.
Yeah, I'll take it and slip it in my pocket.
Alrighty. With Roxanne telling you all this, Honeylip gives you guys kind of a look as if to say, you know, she's an adult. She can make her own decisions, and then motions to the door. And say, what do the three of you do? Do you leave?
I'm going to look at Jasper. I'm gonna talk to him through like my astral projection, so no one else can hear. Maybe Roxanne can hear, but are you fine with your sister doing this?
He motioned no, but he'll protect her. When she asked him earlier, he said he doesn't trust the guy, but if she wants to know, she wants to know.
All right, gang, let's go. She made up her decision.
All right. This feels bad.
This does.
Sounds like a villain origin story.
Alrighty, and with that, the three of you walk out of Honeylip's speakeasy. He turns to you, Roxanne.
Wait, did I answer the question that you wanted me to answer?
No. So, Xander, you have to mark Fade on your relic, on Gem of Azar. And as the three of you shuffle out, the door closes behind you, muffling off all sound behind. Honeylip turns to you, Roxanne, motions to the couch and says, "Please have a seat. We have a lot to talk about."